Hello and welcome to this video for the YourSix OS platform. In this video, we're going to talk Access Object Analytics and setting up a cross-line detection. So first off, I'm going to show you a couple of websites that are helpful. This is the Access Object Analytics site from Access. It's important as you scroll down the screen towards the bottom, you're going to see scenarios. This is the different types of scenarios that AOA supports. So things like object and area, which will be just detection, time and area, how long something's actually staying in the area and alerting on that, line crossing, and then the last two are actual counting. So occupancy in area and cross-line counting. So this will actually give you the overlay that shows you how many objects, for example, are in a certain area. So for this example, I'm going to set up cross-line counting right here. It is also important, if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see product, the compatibility products. So this is the actual devices that will support different analytics and the actual scenarios. So for example, filter by scenarios right here, you can see cross-line counting, line crossing, things like that, the ones we just went over. Cross-line counting is the one I'm actually going to do for this example, but you can select whichever one you need to and then confirm that the device you have falls into one of these categories here that's actually supported. At the very bottom, it does show discontinued products, so it could be a product that falls into one of these categories if you couldn't locate it above. All right, so we've got a product, an Access P3245 LVE, which is what I'm actually going to put this on and set it up. So the device is already, as you can see here, connected to the YourSix platform. I'm going to start by navigating to configuration along the top. Under devices, you will see the device right here that I'm going to work with. Then that will take me to the actual device management page. About halfway down the page, you will see Object Analytics under the applications here. I want to go ahead and start Access Object Analytics. Once I do that, right beside it, you're going to see Access Device, and that'll be the next thing I click on. Once that loads up and you're actually in the device interface, you will locate along the left side of the screen, you will see apps. I'm going to select that. You should see the analytics load. If the Access Object Analytics right here is not turned on, make sure you go back. So now that I can see it's already been on, I simply hit open. There will be a default scenario already loaded, most likely. What we're going to do is new scenario. This is where you can see objects in area, line crossing, time in area, cross-line counting. And this is all dependent on if your device meets the supported scenarios here from the website we were at when we started. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to do cross-line counting. I will select that, hit next at the bottom of the screen. For this example, I'm going to do humans. Hit next. And then this is where I'm actually going to set up the actual line and where the crossing is. So I simply select the area I want for where the cross line would be. And this would be, as these areas you can see, it's going to count people as they cross towards this silver vehicle right here. Okay. Once you've done that, simply hit finish. Go up here to the very top where it says settings. You want to make sure that the metadata overlay is set right here. You can set this to whatever type of resolution you want. I'm going to set it to 720 for this example. All right, so now that I've got the metadata set, I've got the scenario already created right here. We'll review that again. I simply came in here, made sure it was humans. You can see the cross line here. And then right down here at the very bottom is where you're actually going to see the count. So as somebody crosses that, that number will go up. I'm going to show you a test event real quick. So when I hit test event right up here in the right corner, that number should go up. You can see there as somebody has actually passed through that. That's a test for that. So let's go back to the YourSix platform and actually see if this is properly set up now. And there you can see right there along the screen is the actual line. Thank you for watching this brief tutorial for the YourSix OS platform.